Oh, hello everybody. Fish. We're a yodel, that's why we're freaking out like that, because that's our mating call. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's like that's Intignrot back again for another Starbound. Let's build, let's play this game together. You know what? You know what? Here, let's just put it right here. This is stuff for Skyrail stuff, which we will get into eventually, but I can put my weapons away, because so long as we're building on this stuff, it honestly doesn't matter. You know what? While we're at it, we don't need this backpack, so we can have our stupid light stick. And yeah, let's just walk around looking cool. I wish we had a hammer. Ooh. Ah, no, it doesn't matter. I've been building. There was actually an episode I had with all of this stuff that I'm about to show you, but unfortunately it didn't turn out, like the recording didn't really turn out and stuff like that, so here we are. Anyway, first I just want to say right here and now, I've gotten plenty of awesome suggestions from everybody. You guys have just been fantastic with your suggestions and your comments and stuff like that. However, a lot of them are fairly big builds, so it's gonna take me a little while. I'm the type of person, like, it's gonna take me a little while to get to them, but I will get to them eventually, much like how I have quite a few suggested Let's Plays that I haven't gotten to yet, but we will. That's the point. We will. I'm used to being able to turn him back and forth with it, because when he has his sword out, you can just use the mouse to aim him. But anyway, I got another big project that I've been working on, and this one's really cool. It kind of just came to me, and it was like, I'm massaging my brain right now, but you can't really see it because there's no webcam or anything like that. But anyway, so I'll explain. First, Hobo Town. Hoboton. That's what I've been calling it. And there's a little poop on the ground too. Look, we can pat it too, because we're a yodel and we don't know any better, right? Ooh, fire! Ow! Oh, it burns! Hey, can we jump on these? Yes, we can. Triumphant yodel, jump! Just ignore that. Just ignore that. That's the tree house that we built in the last episode. And ooh, oh, we can cook stuff. Ah, nice and warm. But that, just ignore that. That's the tree house. I didn't count on this being at that level. But anyway, so Hoboton with a bunch of poop. And then what's this? Trees. My own manual made trees. Yes, inspired directly from our tree house that's down there. You want to check that out? You can check out the last episode with the annotation. And oh wait, maybe I don't have the annotation in top left. It should still be there. I'm not exactly sure. I keep changing my format enough that I can, you know. But anyway, one last piece of poop. Just the last one, just for kicks. Ah. And now it's a park. You see, I'll get into that too in a minute. It's a park, it's a park, it's a park, it's a park. And look at this. I finally did it, you guys. I finally did it, ladies and gentlemen. I did it. I made a house that is in the background. All I did for this was put the door under this, open it, and leave it open constantly. And then with this brick that's actually in the background is painted white, while this brick right up here is actually painted black. Yeah, that's right. It ends up looking the same. Now, and then I just painted it black on the ceiling right there. It just gives it the illusion of being 3D, right? And also, bricks are similar to wood in that they go in front of a block rather than blending right into it or going into the background. So, these curtains, this wallpaper, looks like curtains. Isn't that cool? Isn't that neat? I've been wanting to do something like that for a little while, and I think it adds much needed definition without actually having to be a full-on house that we have to walk through and stuff, you know? Now, and thing over here that I ended up building is, here's the water fountain, main part of the park. And then, today, I just worked on this like 10 minutes ago. I thought of, hey, wouldn't that be cool to have pipes that actually go underground? And then I thought, wait a minute, shouldn't there be a sewer too then? And yeah, so then I've put all of my sewer supplies and stuff, including water, because we will put like maybe a foot deep of water once it's actually, the sewer is actually finished in construction and stuff like that. I thought about, I'm readjusting my seating here, I thought about actually doing it with acid, but then we would have to deal with the consequences of being hurt in acid, and that's just not cool, you know? It's more aesthetic to be green, but it wouldn't make much sense because a sewer is essentially just very dirty water anyway, right? Now, one problem that I didn't count on over here. Cement comes into play. It starts getting a little bit more generic. And then I was going to start a suburb area right here. My build project I have on a piece of paper right here. And it is the tents way over on the right. The park. Suburb town. Into skyscrapers. And that's gonna go for quite a while. And, you know, like, this is a big build project. This is big. But I am very stoked to do it. I am very excited for it. I will get to that's why I said at the beginning of the episode, I will get to everyone's builds, but it's going to take me a while because I'm quite taken with this idea. Now, unfortunately, there's this little incline here, which I should probably trim up. Yeah, I just want to get this just enough that we can just walk up it. Whoops. Dang it. Get in there again. Oh my goodness, I totally messed up on this thing, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It's totally uneven. Okay, well, either way, I'm gonna have to... Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna deal with that off camera because that's a little bit too tedious. Or maybe I just won't. Maybe we'll just jump up the hill. Now, why is this hill here? Why does it go up suddenly? Oops! I forgot to paint that. Where's my paint tool? Give me that. Ah, it still stayed on white. I don't need white. I need black. Where are you? Yeah! See, that's the closest we can get to a street light. Because as much as Starbound has some really cool stuff for building, it doesn't really have everything. Like, it has a little of everything without going too in depth into one specific area. Now, why do we have this hill? Because the ship cycles over! That's right! It cycles over. This is our biodome. And then here's our planets. Here's a big construction paper thingamabob that I use for fan art pictures, which I'll probably have to get rid of that too. But the world cycles over. So that means even when we get back down here, here's our camps. So, because this area isn't particularly big, we would have to normally find a very large planet. That would be perfect. However, since worlds are going to wipe eventually again, I thought, you know, I'd like to avoid that as much as possible. Because now that my builds are starting to get a little bit more serious and complicated, like our tree and stuff, and I want to keep them forever. But anyway, so this is going to be the suburb area, and I just had a brainstorm right now. How high does this go? Okay, this goes very high. Well, anyway, verticality doesn't cycle over, so what we could potentially do is we could have it in sections. So it's like, down there is the park, you gotta come up here, then you're in the suburb area, and this can go for quite a while, random houses and stuff, and then it could go up even more to another level that'll have skyscrapers, because in that regard, then we could build it as long as we want and have it go vertical with sections, you know? It is, however, going to make things a little bit more complicated as far as building goes for me structurally, especially because that sewer system that you saw over there in the park, I wanted to, like, that's where I just started that today just by fluke and thought, how cool would that be to have a whole sewer system that would go to each individual house, which is going to be sectioned in each of these areas. Boop, 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 boop. You know? And then furthermore, when we get to Skyscraper Town, yes, Skyscraper Town, Suburbton, I don't know, we'll figure out names for these villages, but how cool would that be? Like, it's like when we get to the Skyscraper Town, because I want to have a subway system using sky rails, and then under that we could have the same sewer system that goes all the way to the park, that goes to some kind of central sewage system or something like that. But anyway, I gotta get things a little bit prepared here. I'm going to trim this hill up a little bit. Gotta go turn off the heat because it's coming on for any of you fine, beautiful people that are using headphones. And I will be right back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Jump onto this thing. Now, I trimmed up the hill, but I also made it so that it's a little bit uneven, but we can run up it perfectly now. And as I was just building and laying out the structure of this house, I thought, hey, houses have basements. And then I thought even more so, the basement could actually have, remember what I was saying about the sewer? So we could actually have the sewer potentially come all the way around so that it goes under this house, and then have another sewage pipe here or somewhere in the middle of the street, And then the pipes can actually come up alongside the house and then go into the basement here. Have the sewer come around and back up so that it kind of goes into the sink or something like that, you know? Like, I want to try and make this a really cool, really, like, realistic, I guess, kind of modern build, you know what I'm saying? So, as I said, this is going to be one heck of a project for me. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully you're all going to enjoy the ride. Now, I think that should probably be there. Because as far as a house goes, I'm trying to think of houses in real life, and, you know, I've been to quite a few. I live in one, and yeah, so this could be, because they usually have a patio, yes? Which this house is already looking like it might be a little too small, but that's okay. You know, first crack at it, that's kind of how it goes. There's going to be, like, as far as I've set up these houses, this house is going to have 3 levels, so this will be the 2nd level, but the 1st floor. The basement is the 1st level, and then the attic is the 3rd, so it's just going to be very simplistic housing and stuff like that. Some of them may end up getting a little bit more complex as we move along, but as far as right now goes, you know, that's not really my intent. My intent is merely to lay out the structure of them. These episodes in particular are probably not going to be that long, you know, because I want to try and just get it, like, this is a big enough project that I've finally made peace with the fact that this is not going to be done right away, you know? So with that in mind, it's like, with keeping in mind that it is not going to be done today in this episode, you know, it can just take its time till the cows come home, you know? I can just take my sweet time with everything that's going on. Now, how far should this go up to? I think about there, because, well, maybe there. Yeah, that's good, because our character, I don't like when I bump into stuff like that. That's okay, because it is a basement, right? Now, what I want to do, I'm already noticing with this house right here, I want to actually make it a little bit better next time, because what I want, actually, you know what? I wonder, should we just make the basement for us? No, not for just aesthetics. What I was going to suggest is that we could put a house or a door here constantly open so it looks like it's in the background, which we can do anyway for closets and stuff. But what if we made that door technically lead to the basement? Because what I'm thinking here is a basement usually has a door specific to actually going down it. You know what I'm saying? Which is like the key word lately. I don't know why I just keep saying, you know what I'm saying, in this series. I don't know. It's my new favorite word. But yeah, that's the one problem with this game being 2D, is you kind of got to really stretch your imagination a little bit as far as builds go. Now, I think these doors, do these work? These are glitch doors. They look a little bit too medieval for my taste. Do we have any other doors? I don't think we have any on us. The other door that would probably be a better choice. The creative tool doesn't seem to have any doors, so let's actually just plop down a workbench here and see what we got for options. Iron doors, that's probably the best option, isn't it? Yeah, because a wooden door would be cool for like a basement or a wood cellar or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna get ourselves some iron here, because I don't really do much exploring anymore anyway. It's all just building, so I just allow myself to go ahead and cheat as far as stuff like this goes, you know? Let's get ourselves 2 iron doors for now and see how that ends up working out. We'll probably, like, this episode's going to be an uneven length. You know, I hope to get at least most of, yeah, that's much better. At least most of this house done. Ooh, I just thought of an idea too. What if we put a mall? Oh, we could get some really cool stuff rolling, you know? Now, that can go ahead and go to the attic, which this is already looking pretty good. However, I've just noticed that that doesn't look right, because if we're thinking logically, realistically, shouldn't the floor, get rid of that, it should probably be made out of wood, because most houses have wood flooring, you know what I'm saying? See? I did it again. I don't even notice. I didn't even notice. Oh goodness. Give me all the pieces. But yeah, so Straight up, like, it's like, you know, this is going to be one heck of a project for me. I think it's going to be quite a learning curve for me. But I think also, as far as you guys and girls all go, I'm hoping, like, that's one of the things that really gets me excited about this series, is how much everybody enjoys the building aspect and actually gets inspired to do their own builds, you know, because do your own thing. You know, if you see something that you like in my builds, incorporate it into yours and then turn it into your own, where it's like, you know, oh man, this house is really cool, but I wish he would have done this. So go do it. You know, now, one block, I hope that the creative tool has it. I don't think I've seen it. Oh, it is there. Okay, never mind. See, the creative tool has a lot, but not everything. I will show you right here, Felipe. This is what I mean. See, here's all the stuff. Here's all the furniture. There's not much. Like, that's it. That's all that this has, and this is not everything. Now, what we could technically do is, if we end up using the ultimate box, we could actually technically unlock, like, there's an option to unlock everything for the 3D printer, but I don't really feel like doing that just yet, because that one's a little iffy, because that would straight up be like, that would take away the point of a lot of things, you know. Now the walls, I was just thinking about what they should be. The walls should definitely be the same as the house, because we're thinking 3D, right? So it's got to be the same. Like, straight up, it has to be the same as the outer walls, because it's a house. It's a house, you know. Now blinds, I've actually been really digging lately. They're really cool. However, maybe not so much with this house. Maybe we could use that with other houses or something like that. This one, let's try glass. Let's just try good old glass. Yeah, that's okay. It's got a little bit of a, you know, a modern touch to it. Now, as far as an attic and second floor, I think this might look good. Yeah, that always looks good. I think it always gives it a nice little bit of definition if we do something like that. Now, for the basement here, I wanted to go for, where is it? Cement for the flooring, which by the looks of things, this can already be the floor. And then, I'm not exactly sure, should we put cement in the background as well? That looks okay. Yeah, that's okay. Because the basement should really be a basement, you know? By all intents and purposes, basements usually suck. So, you know, that's okay. Now, yeah, we should definitely do that, I think. Yeah, I think that definitely gives it... Oh, you know what? I know what's perfect. Oh, that's great. It's a basement now. It's official. Oh, Starbound, you wonderful game. Let's put a workbench here, too. Yeah, this is perfect. This is working out. Now, see, this is what I mean. This stuff right here, see how there's this big empty space right here? That is what's going to be the most tedious about it, and that is why I'm probably going to have these episodes like, I try my best not to record all the tedious stuff, but with this build, and with bigger builds, like, it's like, I've been so pressed on time for everything, that I think we kind of have to actually start pushing things a little bit. Like, I have to actually include a lot of this stuff on camera and stuff like that, you know? Like, I'm going to have to be including quite a bit of the tedium that is Starbound, just for the sake of, if I don't, you know, I'm gonna be wrecking myself by working way too hard, you know? Okay, now the attic itself, is this even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, perfect. So this house naturally ended up being even. So let's put one inside. It can have 2 big attic windows, you know? In fact, let's put a window right here. And it should definitely go around the background. Give it a little bit of a modern twist to it. Because I think, like, with what I was doing with my future builds, which, you know, I'm not the best at building futuristic just because I don't really have the patience for it. But one thing I did learn is that you have to make it look very circular. So with modern stuff like this, we can get away with making it look more modern by putting stuff circular. You know? Like, so this window goes into the background because think of it as a 3D image, you know, and it's going into itself, right? Now, where were those tiles? Where'd they go? Where go? Hey, how come I have so many window lattices? I don't need those, and there you are, you beautiful things. Now, should we put these metal objects before the attic itself? Because I'm trying to think what happens when, you know what happens when you look upstairs and you look at an attic? It ends up doing something like this. You always have a wood ceiling, right? Come on, put it up. Put it up there. There you go, you damn thing. Now, we're going to try and get away with painting the wood too. That's one thing that I really want to try out and see how that ends up looking. Okay, this is okay. This is actually looking pretty good. I'm actually quite surprised and happy with this. Now, what I do want to do is I want to put that, should that be gone? Yeah, that looks okay. You know, I'm the type where I like having things like, normally, I actually like having the wood there because I feel that it squares it off and makes it feel like it's connected. But for something like this, I think the point is to make it, you know, against my usual build style. You know what I'm saying? There it is again. Jeez. Now, should I put some secret stuff in the attic? Should we? Or, oh, you know what? What if this house just has an attic? That could be really cool. Because then, because then we can do this. Oh, whoops. Can we get through there? Yeah, we can get through that spot anyway. So maybe it should just be a secret like that. Yeah, maybe just a tiny hole. You know, maybe the point is that it doesn't have to actually, like, allow us to get there. You know what I'm saying? There it is again. Oh, God. Oh, okay. An attic is not complete without a dinky little light as well, which it looks like this is a 2-block, so it's kind of uneven. Oh, no, I see. Our house is even, but it's a 2-block rather than a middle. Like, as you can see on the roof here, there is no middle. So this light being a 1-block means that there is no center. So we're just going to have to leave it right there like that. Or we could always try and make it a little bit more modern. We'll see. It's a little bit iffy. I don't seem to have any furniture and stuff. I kind of want to do all of that stuff afterwards, after actually laying out the basic structure for a lot of this stuff. Because, you know, up there would be perfect for, I know there's, actually, you know what? Let's do that right now. I know there's like cardboard boxes. I've used those before in one of the things that I had on the planet. There we go. We're definitely going to need a lot of these for these suburb houses. Definitely. This is going to be perfect. Now, see, I want to, let's see here. Where would this go? Right there. So we need one right there. Let's try this. I got an idea. I'm not sure if it'll work out though. Okay, we open the door. We leave it like that. And then let's see what we can get away with on the paint tool. What if we make that black? What if we make it white? It's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky. What if... Oh, but it has to be like a 3-block, otherwise it looks a little weird, you know? I'm trying to put that door into the background, but I think it looks a little bit strange. Maybe I could get away with using wood instead? Maybe? We might end up having to just do it... Oh, wood's right here. Might end up having to do it just in a completely different house in general. But we'll see. Oh, this might work out. This might work out. Yeah, that's okay. That's alright. That doesn't look too bad. Now, as far as the wood goes, should it be painted to be white alongside the house? I mean, right now this is just a generic house, so it's kind of a white, just like white picket fence. White picket fence! Can we paint the fence? White picket fence, I love it. Now, unfortunately, we can't paint inanimate objects like the door or anything like that, so we wouldn't be able to paint a fence if we ended up having it. what do you guys think we should paint these houses? I think, oh, I just had a revelation. I know exactly what we should paint them. Before we end up calling the episode, though, I want to get up there. There you go. I want to put one cardboard box. Put one that says this is up. Would have been funny if they had one that went the other way around, huh? Then we could put one there and a last cardboard box right there. Perfect. That's an attic if I've ever seen one. Oh, it's a little tricky to get in there though, huh? So let's make it a little bit easier because we still want it to be accessible. And I'm not liking, now that we have the cardboard boxes, I need a better light. This light's still good, I just need it to be in a different spot. There we go, that's much better. Now, I forget what I was thinking about down here. Damn. Well, you know what we can do? We can do that. Does that look okay? No, that looks weird. Oh, I remember what I was thinking about now. First of all, num 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 num. And then let's get our paint tool on a main hotbar here. Now, we could put these poles, one in the middle here. It might make it look a little bit better. However, cement, as you can see, is a little bit tedious to work with because even using this modded cutting tool, it takes quite a bit to actually get rid of it. I wish that they had like a wrench or something that any placed blocks, you could just one click and it would all be gone. That was close. I almost deleted everything. Oh. There it is. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, that looks much better. Now, what I was going to do with the house is, why not, you know, blue house. Not blue windows. I don't really like that. But we can make the house blue. We can make the house blue at least because there's crazy ass colored houses in real life, you know? And that means we can leave the wood its default color just for kicks because it'll make it look a lot like more refined rather than it just being all weird and wonky and stuff. Yeah, this is looking good. It's looking a little bit too blue right now just because of all the other, you know, stuff going on. Like I think I need to get rid of like, oh, there we go. There was some secret spots. Is there some more secret spots under this door? No. Okay, green. So we can get away with using quite a few random colors, you know? Yeah, there. See? See, it adds a little bit of definition to it. Makes it look a little better. I've always wanted to mess with this paint tool, but I never really got the hang of it. And it still is good. But I really wish that it was a little bit more manageable. That looks good. I'm quite satisfied with that. You know? That looks good. Yeah. Now, what I do want to do is... Oh, I just had a perfect idea. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's a damn... There you go. Refinery. Now, doesn't the refinery look like the perfect boiler? Where you at? Look at this. That's perfect. And it provides its own light source, too. Oh, man. Now, if we're going to have something like that... I know that it doesn't make that much sense, but... Oh, that's right. Another thing we're going to have to deal with here... Actually, I'm going to do this... Wow. We're already on like half an hour. That went by quick. I'm going to put piping in here. And then... Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just give me a minute so I can put this in. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't know why I'm getting weird frame rate issues going on right now. Every now and then it just stops. But there we go. Perfect. So now this pipeline can connect to the sewer when we get it caught up to this spot. That's going to be a little bit tedious, but that's what I mean. I'm going to have to start doing that stuff on camera because otherwise I'm going to be like working my butt off without actually getting any footage of it, you know? And then, yeah, because this is quite the project for me. Anyway, this actually looks pretty cool. You know, the house itself is quite empty, yes, but it's good. That'll work. You know, we can work with that. This is a good default house, but I think I'm going to have to do a little bit better with the other houses. But I do think that this is good. When we get to the skyscrapers, that's going to be hell. You know, one of the things that I'm actually going to approach when we get to those, but that's going to be a little while, is I'm going to actually have to build them like a skyscraper within, like building the outside first and then the interior and stuff like that, you know. But anyway, you know what? We're going to call it here for today's episode, everybody. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. I hope you've been enjoying this series, and I hope you enjoy this new build project of mine. We will get to other projects. And before I start getting to a lot of all of your bigger suggested projects and stuff, I want to do this. Like, this is what I want to do right now, so that's what I'm going to do, you know? And thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video. I really would appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already. Sign on and stay epic, everybody.